The House on Wicker Street by Stacey. There was only one house on Wicker Street that didn't get trick-or-treaters. It wasn't because the house was ugly. In fact, it was beautiful. Pale blue siding, white shutters, a garden with orange mums and little wooden ghosts swaying from shepherd's hooks, a carved pumpkin on every step. The scent of cinnamon and candle wax always lingered around it. But every Halloween, the kids would skip it. Parents said it was because no one lived there. The lights were always on, but no one was ever seen coming or going, which didn't make sense because everyone had heard of the woman who lived there. Miss Lacey, the kids called her. She was the one who supposedly baked fresh snickerdoodles for Halloween, wore old-timey dresses, and gave out full-size candy bars. The big ones. The kind no one could afford to give anymore. Still, every Halloween, the house sat untouched, until this year. 12-year-old Emery Jackman was new in town. His family had moved in just after Labor Day, and he wasn't afraid of silly ghost stories. So when the neighborhood kids told him to never ever go to the blue house on Wicker Street, Emery just grinned and said, "Bet." On Halloween night, Emery dressed as a ghostbuster and hit every house with his plastic pumpkin bucket. But while the other kids turned back at the corner of Wicker Street, Emery went forward. The blue house glowed with candlelight. Every window was lit. Every jack-o'-lantern grinned. Wind chimes tinkled in the porch breeze. He knocked. The door creaked open almost immediately. A woman stood there, gray hair in a bun, long patchwork skirt, pearl earrings. She smelled like nutmeg and sugar. "Well, don't you look like a brave one?" she smiled. "Most kids don't come up here anymore, afraid of little old me." "I'm not scared," Emery said. "Good," said Miss Lacey. "Then you've earned a reward." She stepped back and gestured to a table just inside the foyer. It was piled high with candy, M&Ms, Skittles, peanut butter cups, jawbreakers, licorice, even caramel apples wrapped in wax paper. "Take as much as you like." Emery's eyes lit up. "Seriously?" She nodded. "Trick or treat, dear." He filled his bucket to the brim and turned to go. But he stopped. "Hey," he said, "why doesn't anyone come here? Like, really? What's the story?" Miss Lacey's smile flickered. Just a tiny twitch. "Oh, that's an old tale," she said. "They say I disappeared long ago. They say no one lives here. But here I am, see? Nothing to be afraid of." "Okay," Emery said slowly. "But if people think you're gone, how are your lights always on?" "I pay my bills," she said simply. "Don't you worry about that." She ushered him out and closed the door behind him. The next day, Emery woke up early, still full from candy, and told his parents all about the blue house. His mom froze. "Emery, that house was condemned years ago. It's been empty since 1987. "No," Emery laughed. "I was just there. A woman lives there, Miss Lacey. She gave me candy and everything." His dad frowned. There's no power to that house. No water. It's boarded up." Emery blinked. "What? No, that's not—" He grabbed his bucket to prove it. But the candy inside was gone. Every single piece. In its place was a note, handwritten in swooping cursive. "Thank you for visiting, Emery. You were delightful. I'll see you next Halloween. Lacey." Emery's parents drove him down to Wicker Street that morning. The house was exactly as they said. Boarded windows, a collapsing porch, vines crawling over the roof. No jack-o'-lanterns, no wind chimes, no sign of life. As they drove away, Emery looked back out the rear window and saw her, Miss Lacey, standing in the upstairs window smiling, holding a tray of cookies, waving goodbye. The end, for now.